How many times do I gotta tell y'all? YouTubers are better than streamers. Everything's better on YouTube, bro. I mean, hey, I'm here. Y'all can go ahead and subscribe and like if y'all fuck with a nigga and stay around, you know. On a real note, 24/7 streaming just took a man's life. I don't know how, but we gonna find out today. Anyways, like the original creators video, like my shit, follow my shit, and let's get into it.
Mafia-thon 3 will be the next stream that you will see me in.
I don't know what this like thing that you got going on, but it's starting to just get weirder and weirder. Your eyebrows are getting like less hair on them. Your mustache is getting slimmer.
Is that Bryce
Lips are getting
James?
all weird and pink. Like you just started to turn into one of those people.
Hey! This morning, I was coughing up blood this morning, right? In the cup. Look in that cup. There's blood, there's spit. No one with the 100 gifted. Appreciate it. I am sick. No more with another 100 gifted. Every single time when I do feel tired or shit is tough, y'all always prove to me why I should keep going.
This is genuinely insane. A streamer just died while live at the end of a 10-day broadcast that involved him being beaten, bullied, and brutally deprived of sleep. And as far as who this guy was, you may have never heard of him, but
wait,
he was actually the most popular kick channel.
He was up for 10 days? I heard a fact or something that like 11 days you start seeing hallucinations and start going insane. But hey.
In France, and at times one of the most watched worldwide.
The marathon live streaming game just kicked it up a whole nother notch. Rest in peace to that man. The middle of the month of August means a few things for a lot of people. First and foremost, 8/19 represents my birthday. I'm the big 29. Yeah, I do feel a little bit older. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shit,
It's hurting me. Unk is hurting. It also sparks the end of Leo season, which if you believe in zodiac signs, that can be a good thing. But it can also symbolize that streamers are gearing up for the most wonderful time of year if you are on Twitch. That's September, where subs are discounted. Now, oftentimes that means that streamers get a lot more revenue, a lot more money because they're gonna stream for a lot more hours, which means
that's
a lot more content. So please.
So I've never heard of September. I know it came first though. What was it? It was like the vlogging every day of December for YouTubers. We started this shit first, bro. These streamers be copying, bro.
Stay locked into the channel. But one of the cheat codes they figured out into doing this was by doing marathon streamings, going again and again and again continuously, streaming on the platform 24/7, 365. And the way that streaming has transformed over the past couple of years, it's more than just reacting to videos, playing games for long extended periods of time. It's going out, putting on the IRL book bag, to doing big elaborate mafia-thon, streamer university, streamer prom-esque things. But now we are getting to the point where it is detrimental to people's health, even to the extent of losing lives, where we have to ask, how sustainable is this 24-hour marathon streaming type situation?
When I tell y'all I was going through it, I was really going through it, bro. Like dead ass. Bro, by day 10, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through the rest of these 20 days. Nigga, I'm having nights where I'm in the bathroom, like, just bawling my eyes out. Like, do y'all remember around that time when my friends was here and I'm telling them, like, I was telling them, like, if y'all had a button to press if you want to continue your life, you feel me? Y'all remember that? I was really on some shit, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like,
being entertaining and being at the whim of the internet is a mental and physical toll that people aren't really allowed to even talk about. Now, that's due to the bad faith actors in the conversation.
It is, bro. And the reason is, especially if you have a 9 to 5. If you have a 9 to 5, oh, like you got to go to work for 8 to 10 hours, come home, you got about like 10 to about 13 hours before you have to be up and ready at work again. And you got to either record or finish editing a video, and all that time and post it. And that's about 2-3 hours right there of the short little time you do got gone. And the rest of the time you're probably going to sleep, take a shower and sleep. Shit gets exhausting, bro. It does. But it still ain't harder than a 9 to 5. I always say that.
Where, you know, we compare 9 to 5s to the streaming life, which for all intents and purposes, I am team 9 to 5. I rock with my workers here. But that doesn't mean that streaming and content...
Bro, I genuinely feel like any type of entertainment job, an artist, if you're good at it, artist, musician, streamer, YouTuber, gamer, whatever, is nowhere near harder than a 9 to 5. Especially a shitty one that doesn't pay you much.
creation doesn't come with some sorts of challenges along the way. Now, I know a lot of people are going to watch this and react to this, so this is for like the Astro Diors of the world or Simba the God or whoever else watches this. They'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Getting on this camera
Astro Dior mentioned, bro. I love his shit, bro. Astro Dior is funny as fuck.
Is like sometimes a mental task that comes from like your belly up and has to come out, and it can be a lot weighing on you. It also doesn't help that the internet literally has no filter in 2025. I think there's so many pages that are out there or looking to bash you, even if you say something that is universally acceptable, like, hey, during the day the sky is blue, and I already know somebody's gonna say that the sky is black when it's raining. Like that's what I mean right there.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. If that's the real Las Vegas,
ooh, that's one thing I fucking hate. Oh, is like the technically people. In every video, bro, I see it in every video now. I'll be looking at like a video on TikTok and I'll look at the comments and someone be like, yeah, let me think. I don't know, bro. I can't think of none off the top of my head, but they'll just be in the comments like disagreeing or trying to downplay what you say. Like you can be like, oh my God, the ocean has the scariest animals in it. Actually, it'll be like, it'll be like, bro, just gotta be right about something, bro. And I hate those people forever.
biggest fear. Oh God, that's actually insane. Cause bro, that shit costs a lot of fucking money to do. So I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit is absolutely it is. That's actually crazy. Oh God, the sphere. That shit costs a lot of fucking money to do, bro. So listen, there's people in my chat. Just listen, bro. Damn, bro. Just chill. It's smooth. It's cool.
With that being said, you need time to decompress, but that doesn't happen when you do these marathon streams like this. And not only does it take a toll on your mental, like Blackboy Max just said, but it also takes a toll on your physical, like Kyle was speaking to earlier. He was coughing blood into a cup. That's a full stop. Let me go to the doctor. But because he had committed to his audience that he was going to do some sort of marathon streaming and that they kept gifting and donating subs and stuff.
If Kai Cenat's coughing blood into his cup, a nigga could have tuberculosis like Arthur Morgan, bro. No. May I stand unshaken, holy for the crash you were. Nigga, that was the saddest death in gaming. Was Arthur Morgan. A lot of niggas are gonna say Roach and Ghost from Modern Warfare. Nah. A lot of people want to say Michael if you picked a bad in it. Nah, it's definitely Arthur Morgan, bruh. John Marston. Nah. Arthur Morgan, bruh.
Like that, he was ultimately faced with a big conundrum.
The streamer niggas be like, chat, my arm hurt. Should I go to the doctor? Nah, chat, let me know. Like, nigga, what? Hey, chat, I ain't gonna lie, chat, I'm bleeding right now. Should I go to get it checked out or not? I feel like my arm finna fall off. Should I go get it checked? WID or not?
And I know what people are probably saying. Well, Kai should just cut the camera off and go to the doctor. It's really just that simple. But my God, if we don't have a conversation about how competitive the nature of streaming is now, not saying that Kai has to do this, but the way that the landscape is set up now, it almost seems like every single month somebody is having to top the next person, which is ultimately going to be detrimental to people's mental and physical well-being.
One thing I will say about streaming is way less like unified, bro. That's the worst part about it. This shit not together. Niggas just be doing their own thing. Like niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas definitely do less shit together now because this shit way more competitive, but that was bound to happen.
Now, I think that there are plenty of reasons as to why streaming is not unified like it used to be. But Max is right when he talks about the competitive nature of things, which is so interesting because collaborating, group channels, you know, working with your friends and stuff is what helped a lot of these guys blossom into the creators that they are. And it especially helps when you're trying to do these marathon streams and stuff like that. The fact that you need to be online 24/7 for the next 30 days means that you're going to need a lot of people to bounce ideas back and forth off of. But because you're no longer rocking with this person or you're doing things differently and you're still in this one-up culture, ultimately it leads you down.
I feel like if you have to like constantly stream or be around, that's not good. That's not good. Niggas waited a year, 2 years for Corey Kenshin, bro. This nigga could leave, come back tomorrow with a surprise video, guarantee you. 5 million views within the first hour. I'm just saying, if you put effort and passion into your shit, bro, you're not going to be a thing of the past.
down this deep and dark path that can be very, very harmful. And I think that there are some specific figureheads that need to be highlighted in the conversation. That's something I'll ultimately cover over on my Patreon, where I'll definitely call some names out and give specific details as to how they put us in the place that we are now. Because you're in this era of one-upping each other, because you're in this era of competition, because you're in this era of always doing the most over-the-top and outlandish thing for the name of views, because if you do it for this minute, you'll only be relevant for the next potentially hour until the next thing happens. That's exactly how you get the situation where the French streamer ultimately has his life ended. Meet French streamer John Pormanoff, who died in his sleep at 46 years old while on day 10 of a streaming marathon. Now, we've talked about tragedy on this platform before when it comes to streaming, not to the extent of anybody passing away, but more so like bodily harm or pranks that gone too far on the internet. But this is a different situation. Those were fringe people. Those were edgelords who ultimately are not here to talk about today. But this guy was one of the top streamers in the world, definitely one of the top streamers in his country. It's a tragedy that he succumbed to what a lot of people are talking about, which is infinite clout disease and streaming 24/7.
And while he started out filming himself gaming, eventually he ended up as part of a collective run by a guy by the name of Owen, along with another one.
I'm reacting to a man reacting to another man. That's crazy.
One by the name of Safin. Right, and these two, they reportedly got a kick out of bullying him, with this soon evolving into full-on physical and psychological abuse. They'd also threatened to throw him out on the street when he tried to leave. They apparently beat him, choked him, shot him with a paintball gun, poured paint and oil on him, and just seemingly tortured him in any way they could think of. Right, in one clip that's been making the rounds, they claimed to have locked him in the trunk of the car and drove over speed bumps at high speed. And in the audience watching them, you had people encouraging them to go even further and even paying for it.
Now, the full situation is very sick and sadistic. I promise you, I would encourage you to read. I can probably also include it in the Patreon video that I'm gonna upload as well, the full details. But there's a video.
Like, bro, like, what goes to these niggas' heads? Locking a 46-year-old man in a trunk and driving over speed bumps. These niggas are sadistic. That's sadistic. That ain't even funny. What part about that is funny? Even at the age 13, I would never do some shit like that. It's just stupid.
Out there circulating of them discovering him being actually not alive on stream. And there are a lot of clips. I mean, a lot of clips of him circulating on the internet, this collective on the internet, of this man just being tortured. I mean, abused, physically harmed, mentally harmed, just the whole 9 yards. I don't know how else to say this, but obviously YouTube won't allow me to show these things, but honestly, it hurts my heart. Like, I'm in pain watching this stuff. Now, I don't know if this man had mental ailments, you know, wasn't a high functioning person, had something going on with him, but it's clear that he was able to be manipulated and easily a target for the people that were supposed to be taking care of him, or his friends, the guy named Owen in question. There's even a clip of them talking and having the conversation where somebody asked via chat, I guess, why JP decides to stay through all this, and he's basically, Owen, saying to them and to JP, hey, this is the way out of poverty. This is the way that, you know, me and you can connect and I can be your friend, because I am your only friend in this world, which is sick in and of itself. Like, there's a bigger conversation here about mental health and manipulation and all that stuff. But one of the reasons why JP fell for this is because of two things. One, of course, income. I mean, we know that we've seen these things about, you know, how popular people get famous based off of blowing up on these different social media platforms. And this is a guy who was about to get kicked out on the street, so he definitely needed some money. Two, and most importantly, this was the path to success as seen by him. The algorithm kept rewarding him for doing the most outrageous things. It started off with him crashing out over some Fortnite videos.
Aïe aïe aïe. Mais regarde comme il joue. Mais putain, nique ta mère. Ah, c'est bon, j'arrête tout, j'arrête. C'est bon, Fortnite.
Bro, I just don't understand how, like, history keeps repeating itself. Before the whole streaming shit, YouTube, Etika, all these niggas with mental disabilities and just all this shit. Same thing happening over and over again. People encourage bad habits and then these niggas end up dying. It's sad, bro. It's like a modern day Coliseum. They just cheer you on. Keep throwing in coins. Keep throwing in coins. Keep throwing in coins. Keep going. Keep going. Just to survive, bro. That shit's sad. I just realized my camera tracking's been on this entire time. But anyways, that's me. Subscribe, like, and I love y'all.